She declared, "If you love me, pay my student loans," right after blowing thousands on a designer bag. I smiled and handed her a bill of my own. Her face when she saw the total. Original post in mail. Have been with Sasha, 26, for 2 years. We don't live together, but she spends most weekends at my apartment. I work in IT support, decent salary, nothing crazy. She's a marketing coordinator at a startup. Last Saturday, she came over with a new handbag. Not just any handbag, a Bottega Veneta in that puffy leather style. Even I know that brand is stupid expensive. "Nice bag," I said. She literally squealed, "Right? It was such a good investment. Only $4,200. Investment? Designer bags hold their value, babe. It's basically like buying stocks." "Sure, Sasha. Whatever helps you sleep at night." Here's the thing, I knew she'd been complaining about money lately. Saying she could barely make minimum payments on her student loans, asking to borrow money for groceries, hinting that her car needed repairs she couldn't afford. I'd helped out here and there, maybe $200 to $300 a month. I thought she was genuinely struggling. Then she shows up with a $4,200 investment. But I didn't say anything. Just nodded and changed the subject. Sunday morning, we're having breakfast, and she drops this bomb. "So I've been thinking about us, about our future." "Yeah? We've been together 2 years. That's serious. And I think, if you really love me, you should help with my student loans." I nearly choked on my eggs. "Your student loans?" "It's $47,000. I know it sounds like a lot, but think about it. It's an investment in our future. Once I'm debt-free, we can start saving for a house, wedding, whatever." "You want me to pay your $47,000 student loans?" "Not all at once, but like, take over the payments? It's only $650 a month." "Only?" She reached across the table, grabbed my hand. "Relationships are about supporting each other. I'd do the same for you. I don't have student loans. That's not the point. It's about showing you're committed, that you see a future with me." I looked at her new $4,200 bag sitting on my counter, at her fresh manicure with those tiny crystals, at her iPhone 15 Pro Max she bought last month. "You know what? You're absolutely right," I said. "Relationships are about supporting each other." Her face lit up. "Really? You'll do it? Let's talk about this properly, but first I need to grab something from my office." I went to my home office and pulled out a folder I'd been keeping. Not maliciously, I'm just organized. I track everything, expenses, subscriptions, investments, and yes, what I spend on relationships. Came back with the folder and a calculator. "What's that?" she asked. "Just some documentation. You're right about relationships being about support. So let's look at the full picture." I opened the folder and pulled out my spreadsheet. "What is this?" "Every expense I've covered for you over 2 years. I started tracking after month 3 when you forgot your wallet 4 dates in a row." Her smile was fading. "You kept track?" "Groceries you asked me to grab, $3,847. Borrowing for bills, $2,400. Dinners where you forgot your wallet or card declined, $8,932. Weekend trips where I paid for everything, $5,600. Your car repairs last year, $1,850. Uber rides when you didn't want to drive, $2,100. This is insane. You can't put a price on love." "I'm not. I'm putting a price on support." Continuing. "Birthday gifts, Christmas, Valentine's, random just because gifts, $4,300. Subscriptions you use at my place but don't contribute to, $720 per year, so $1,440. That time you needed emergency money for your friend's bachelorette party, $800. Her face was red now. "Those were gifts. So is paying someone's student loans technically. Grand total, $31,269. Over 2 years. You're billing me?" "No, I'm showing you what support looks like. I've been financially supporting you for 2 years while you buy designer bags and latest phones. And now you want me to add $650 a month to that? This is different." Those were little things. Little things that add up to $31,000. Meanwhile, in 2 years you've contributed, splitting the bill twice, buying groceries once, total value maybe $180. She stood up, furious. "I don't make as much as you. You make $65,000 a year. That's not poor. You just spend it all on yourself. How dare you track this? It's abusive." "Is it? Or is it just math? You want me to pay your loans because relationships are about support, but you've been taking support for 2 years while buying luxury items." She grabbed her bag, her $4,200 bag, and stormed toward the door. "You're supposed to want to help me. I have been helping. $31,000 worth, but apparently that's not enough. You need another $47,000. If you loved me, you wouldn't keep score. If you loved me, you wouldn't keep taking." She slammed the door. I sat back and finished my coffee. Cold now, but still satisfying. 20 minutes later, my phone exploded with texts. "Sasha, I can't believe you've been tracking everything like some psycho accountant. Real men don't nickel and dime their girlfriends. You probably even counted the coffee I drank at your place." Actually, I didn't, but now I'm curious what that would add up to. Update 1 week later. The entitlement escalation has been astronomical. After the Sunday incident, Sasha went radio silent for 3 days. I figured we were done, started to feel a bit sad, NGL. 2 years is a long time, even if she was bleeding me dry. Then Wednesday night, she showed up at my door, with her mother, Patricia. "We need to talk," Patricia announced, pushing past me into my apartment. Sasha followed, wouldn't make eye contact. They sat on my couch like they were conducting an intervention. "Sasha told me about your little spreadsheet," Patricia started. "I'm appalled, okay? Relationships aren't transactions. You can't itemize love." "I didn't itemize love, I itemized money." "Same thing. When you're with someone, you share, you support, you don't keep receipts." "Interesting perspective. How much have you contributed to Sasha's student loans?" Patricia's face tightened. "That's different. I'm on a fixed income. And I'm on a fixed income too. It's called a salary. You make good money, which I budget, and $31,000 of that budget went to your daughter over 2 years while she bought designer goods." Sasha finally spoke. "I showed you the bag because I wanted to share my happiness with you. You shared your happiness, not the bill." Patricia pulled out her phone, showed me a photo. "You see this? This is my daughter in college, working 2 jobs to pay for her education. She deserves someone who appreciates her sacrifices." "I'm sure those were hard times. What was her degree in?" "Communications," Sasha muttered. "And those 2 jobs?" "Retail, coffee shop. So standard college jobs, and now she makes $65. Sounds like the degree worked out." "That's not the point," Patricia snapped. "The point is she shouldn't have to struggle with debt when she has a partner who could help." "She's not struggling, she's choosing designer bags over loan payments." That's when Sasha pulled out her own folder. "Oh boy. Since you want to play accountant," she said, "I made my own list. This should be good. Emotional labor. 2 years of listening to your work complaints. At therapy rates of $150 per hour, 3 hours per week average, that's $46,800. I actually laughed. "You're charging me for conversations?" "Domestic labor. Cleaning your apartment when I stay over. Minimum wage 4 hours per weekend, 104 weekends. That's $6,240. You mean when you wash the dish you used?" "Social coordination. Planning dates, maintaining our social calendar. Event planner rates." "The dates I paid for?" She kept going. "Style consulting, helping you dress better. Personal shopper rates at $75 an hour. You told me my shirt was ugly once." "Sexual intimacy, the average escort charges." "Nope, stop right there." Patricia looked uncomfortable. Even she knew that was too far. Sasha's total came to something like $87,000 for existing in a relationship. "So you owe me money," she concluded triumphantly. "Counter-argument," I said. "I don't accept any of those charges. I didn't hire you for any of those services. You did them voluntarily as part of a relationship. I, however, have receipts for actual money spent." "This is ridiculous." Patricia stood up. "Sasha, we're leaving. You deserve better than this." "This accountant?" As they headed for the door, Sasha turned back. "I'm keeping the things you bought me. They're gifts, legal precedent. Keep them, consider them severance." "This isn't over." Narrator. It wasn't over. Thursday, I got a Venmo request from Sasha, $43,500. The memo, services rendered 2022-2024. I declined it. Friday, she sent an itemized invoice to my work email. Subject line, outstanding balance, please remit payment. I forwarded it to HR with a note, personal matter, please advise if this violates any policies. HR called me within an hour. "Is this a joke? I wish. Is she billing you for being your girlfriend?" "Apparently. That's new." We'll send her a cease and desist about using company emails for personal matters. Saturday morning, 8 a.m., my doorbell rings. It's a process server. Are you my name? Yeah? You've been served. Sasha was taking me to small claims court for $10,000, the maximum allowed. Her claim? Unpaid services and emotional damages. I actually smiled. Perfect. See, I'd been preparing since Wednesday. Downloaded every text, every Venmo request, every expense, organized everything chronologically. Even found her Instagram posts showing off designer goods while simultaneously posting about being broke. But the best part? Thursday afternoon, I'd had coffee with my friend who's a paralegal. He gave me beautiful advice. If she's claiming services rendered, she's admitting to running an unlicensed business. She'd need to report that income, pay taxes, register as a sole proprietor. You beautiful genius. Also, if she's claiming escort services, that's solicitation in this state. She won't actually claim that in court. Get her to put it in writing. Already done, thanks to her invoice. I texted Sasha, see you in court, bring your receipts. Oh, and your tax returns for all that unreported income you're claiming. Her response was immediate. What tax returns? For your $87,000 in services rendered. That's self-employment income. I hope you've been making quarterly payments to the IRS. Radio silence. Then, I was joking about the invoice. It wasn't serious. The court summons seems serious. Can we just talk? Sure. In court? I'll drop the case if you drop your stupid spreadsheet. No deal. See you Tuesday. She tried calling multiple times. I didn't answer once. Final update, 2 weeks later. Court day was everything I hoped for, and more. Sasha showed up in a full designer outfit. I counted at least $3,000 worth of accessories. Bold choice for someone claiming financial hardship. The judge, a no-nonsense woman in her 60s, looked tired before we even started. Sasha went first. Your Honor, I provided extensive girlfriend services over 2 years. Girlfriend services? The judge already looked done. Emotional support, domestic help, social planning, intimate relations. Stop. Are you claiming you were employed as a girlfriend? Not employed, but compensated. It's standard in relationships. It's standard to bill for conversations and intimacy. I watched Sasha realize how insane she sounded. But she doubled down. He tracked every penny he spent. That's financial abuse. The judge turned to me. Is this true? I keep detailed financial records, Your Honor. It's how I budget. May I see these records? I handed over my folder. Receipts, bank statements, everything dated and organized. The judge flipped through. This is just expense tracking? Yes, Your Honor. And you claim this is abuse, miss? He used it to shame me. When I asked him to pay my student loans. The judge's eyebrow went up. You asked him to pay your student loans? Couples support each other. Are you married? No, but engaged? Not yet, but living together? I stay over sometimes. The judge looked at me. Why did you show her these records? She asked me to pay $47,000 in student loans after buying a $4,200 handbag. I wanted to show I'd already provided significant financial support. And her response was to bill you for being a girlfriend? Yes, Your Honor. $87,000, including charges for conversation and intimacy. The judge actually rubbed her temples. Miss Sasha, do you have documentation of these services? I have my own list. She produced her folder. The judge read it, face completely neutral. You're charging $150 per hour for listening to him talk? That's therapy rates. Are you a licensed therapist? No, but then you can't charge therapy rates. Also, this would be income. Have you reported it to the IRS? Sasha went pale. It's not real income. It's just to make a point. What point? That relationships are transactional? That he owes me. For what? For my time. The judge set down the papers. Let me summarize. You asked the plaintiff to pay your student loans. He showed you records of money already spent on you. You responded by creating a bill for being his girlfriend, then sued him when he wouldn't pay. He's supposed to want to help me. Ma'am, he did help you. According to these records, $31,269 worth. That's over 2 years. That's $15,000 a year in gifts and support, while you were employed full-time. Sasha had no response. The judge continued. I'm dismissing this case. And young lady, consider yourself lucky he's not countersuing for harassment. Using his work email for personal invoices, that could be considered stalking. This is unfair. No, what's unfair is expecting someone to pay your debts while you buy luxury goods. Case dismissed. Outside the courthouse, Sasha was crying. Patricia was there, glaring at me. Happy now? Patricia spat. You humiliated her. She took me to court. How is that my fault? A real man would have just paid. A real partner wouldn't have asked. Sasha finally spoke. I can't believe you did this to me. To us? Sasha, there is no us. Hasn't been since you decided I was an ATM with boyfriend features. I loved you. You loved my wallet. That's not true. Name one gift you gave me in 2 years. She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. I gave you myself. And then billed me for it. I walked away. Haven't heard from her since. Well, that's not entirely true. Mutual friends told me she's been shopping the story around, trying to find sympathy, but it's hard to play victim when you sued someone for not paying your student loans while carrying a $4,200 purse. Last I heard, she's dating some crypto guy who promises he'll make her rich. Patricia apparently loves him. Good luck with that, Sasha. Hope he doesn't keep receipts. As for me, I took that $650 a month I'm not spending on her loans and bumped up my 401k contribution, an actual investment. And yeah, I still track my expenses. It's called being financially responsible. The funny thing? If she'd just been honest about wanting help, if she'd been grateful for what I'd already done, if she hadn't bought that stupid bag, I probably would have helped with the loans eventually. But entitlement is one bill I'll never pay.